Hi everybody, it's MattHawes of the Happy Show. I'm here today with, yes, another video vlog. That's right, this will be my third video of today, and normally I don't make it a point to put up more than one video per day on my account because I don't want to overwhelm people. People, have so many other videos that they usually check out and such, and I'm just grateful that anybody checks out any of my videos, and I don't want to fill up their whole subscription bar if they're subscribed to me with nothing but my videos. That's not my intent. But I want to address this situation that's going on. There's been some discussion again going around about what YouTube is and about the community and all that, and about the changes with YouTube. So yeah, I made a response to Anakin1814's video where he was, I guess, responding to among other people like Renetto and such, who's made some videos. And I think I mentioned before, I don't subscribe to any top YouTubers. That's not really by the choice, in the sense like I'm not actively not wanting to subscribe to them because of making a point. I just genuinely don't see much in the top YouTubers that I want to watch. To be honest, I really don't. But there are exceptions. I mean, Renetto, I used to be subscribed to Renetto, and then there was a time where I didn't care for much of what he was talking about for a while, and really, what was the point of staying subscribed to him at that time? But lately, he's had some interesting topics, and I think it's refreshing in a sense because he's actually talking about, he's exposing a lot of stuff about YouTube that, frankly, a lot of us already knew. That, of course, so people get put on the featured list, on the featured homepage. There's people that get there by talent and because they have genuinely good video, but by and large, it's like anything. It's because the people in charge had something they liked about those videos, chose them, and decided to pick those people out there. It's not necessarily based off talent, but a personal whim of the specific editor at that time. And that's how they get featured. And once you got featured, back in the early days of YouTube being featured, and I'm reiterating some of what I said in my past videos, so forgive me here, but just for clarity and for anybody who's just tuning into this video, when back in the day, and when I say back in the day, I'm talking over a year ago, almost 2 years, well, from the beginning of YouTube up till about, I don't know, maybe a year ago, roughly, when some major changes were starting to take place with YouTube for a good, year to year and a half, getting you featured on the home page was a boon. It was a big thing because you could get literally millions of people watching your videos. You could get hundreds of thousands, if not more, subscribers, that sort of thing. It actually could mean something really big for you in terms of reaching people and people watching your stuff. I don't think it's the same anymore. In fact, I know people who've been featured, people that I've talked to on this website, and they don't get thousands. They might you do get subscribers no matter what. They get probably hundreds or whatever of more subscribers, which is something. That's cool. If the subscribers actually watch their video. But the thing is, it doesn't have that power, and part of it, and again, I mentioned this in my past video, part of that, I think, has to do with YouTube fracturing itself, becoming more specific, where they have different countries with the different versions of YouTube, and different featured pages for those, which is good in the sense that people from all around get more attention in a sense, but they get more attention because if there's only one YouTube and one feature page, then of course there's a limited amount of slots. But if you hit those slots, you're being seen. When there was just the one version of YouTube, you're being seen by everybody who watches YouTube, no matter where in the world they are. Now that's not the case. But I digress. Feature. I want to ask you anyway out there: does being featured still mean anything on YouTube? Do you care about being featured? I personally want to say, like, if somebody gave me $1 million, I wouldn't turn it down, but, I'm not sitting here each day thinking, God, well, I am probably thinking, I wish I had $1 million, but, so maybe that analogy doesn't work, but I'm not worried about being featured on the home page, but if I was to be featured on the home page, I'd like it. That'd be kind of neat. And I know what comes with the territory. You get good and bad, but I'm willing to accept that. You get bad no matter what if you put yourself out there on the internet. But I don't need to be featured to be happy. I came to this site to put my show, The Happy Show, on the internet, just to put it out there and have people see it. And the fact that there's anybody out there that actually does watch my videos, whether it's my vlogs, the Happy Show videos, or what have you, is really awesome, and I appreciate that. Now, the thing is, there's been classes that's been created by this whole thing with YouTube, and Renetto points them out, and he's actually pretty accurate there. He's talking about there's the have-nots, the haves, and the have-lots, and that's probably pretty accurate. And that's the case. That's just a microcosm of the social scene, no matter where you're at. No matter where you're at in the world, no matter where you're at in life, there's always have-nots, have-lots, and have-littles. And the have-littles are usually in the worst of the bunch because they have just enough to think they're a have-a-lot when they're around the have-nots and act like it. But honestly, this is not a self-esteem thing, but to be honest, I would classify myself as a has-not on this site, and in the sense of what Renetto's talking about. Though in the greater sense, I don't think of myself as a have-not, but I'm just saying in the sense he's talking. And I know there's people who have less subscribers, of course, and then there's people who have less views, but there's a certain level, and I think I'm still on the other end of the level, unfortunately, I guess, in a sense. I say unfortunately because I want more people to see my stuff, but I don't have to be. But I'm one of these people, when I'm in a position of a different position, I still will fight for and still want to help out the other people. That's why, I've worked different kinds of jobs that were better than other kinds of jobs, but yet I still felt like the little guy, in the sense that I didn't like the attitudes of the people who thought they were better than other people. I think that's what I'm getting at. It was when somebody, I don't like to have that attitude, thinking I'm better than somebody. I want to think highly enough about myself, have enough pride in myself to be assertive and all that. But at the same time, I don't want to prop myself up and make myself feel better by putting other people down in any form. And so anyway, with this have-nots, have-lots, and have-littles situation, though it doesn't surprise me. In fact, it doesn't surprise me at all because I knew it all along. Like I said, many of us already knew all along, of course, that structure, that social structure, was as evident on YouTube as it is anywhere else. It's just that it's kind of interesting to hear somebody at Renetto's level saying that, because Renetto, I guess you would say, is a have-little. I don't know if he considers himself a have-lot, but in terms of YouTube, he's a have-little. To me, the have-lots are going to be the very top dogs. I mean, of course, the owners and all that, and maybe some of the celebrities who, definitely some of the celebrities like, Oprah or whatever, definitely have lots there. Oprah and other people like that who are now on the site and have millions and millions and millions of viewers on TV, much less or whatever being on YouTube. So I think Renetto's in that have-little part, but wants to think more about being have-lot, and he's starting to become disenchanted because he realizes that. And the thing is, if you're going to be on YouTube, do it because you want to do it. Now, let me say something real positive about YouTube in this respect. At this point in time, YouTube is still free, and I think it will remain free because the advertisements and money is there. It's free for us to put our videos on, and there's not very much editorial interference as long as you don't put up pornography or that sort of thing. And so I'm actually still appreciative of having YouTube as an outlet for my opinions, my expression, my artistic stuff, and all that. And I thank YouTube for being there. I love having a site like this, so I actually do appreciate YouTube. And I wish the social structure that is in place wasn't in place, but that's part of reality in any part of business. And the more successful YouTube becomes, the more obvious, more evident it is that it is. But is community gone on YouTube? No. The community is not gone on YouTube.